Welcome to the National Secondary Students Council Region 1 Schoolaz Voice. And we are here at the Simon Bolivar Cultural Center celebrating Youth Month, which the theme for this month is I Am Connected. So stay tuned and watch as we walk the road and ask questions. For the NSSC Schoolaz Voice with the Honorable Hanna, the Minister of Youth and Culture, and the Youth Month, the theme for Youth Month is I Am Connected. Now we know as the Minister, you have a genuine interest in the well-being of our youth, and as a representative of the National Secondary Students Council, I want to know if there's anything you have to say specifically to our secondary school youth, the students of high school.
I do. I would say to a lot of the students studying now, to broaden your horizons. The world has changed so much and Jamaica has changed so much that you don't have to go in a traditional area. There's so many creative careers that are out there now. So open your mind.
And I would take that advice as I'm going into my career in a few years. And another question I have for you is, do you think that is Youth Month? Are there any implementations or any specific plans geared towards development of youth for this specific month? What are the activities, if there are any?
There are a number of activities that we have planned. Certainly a lot under the National Youth Service. And typically what this month is about is also hearing from our youth as to how we can improve the programs that currently exist.
Yes, and to tie in with the youth and culture, how do you think the youth of today's society can remain connected with their culture?
Well, one of the ways is visit one of the 6 new museums that we have opened and keep in touch with what we're doing in the JCDC. We have a cultural passport now where young people in schools can actually visit museums free of cost on our heritage sites. So get connected to heritage. There's a lot going on.
Okay, thank you for your time and I hope that you enjoy Youth Month. I Am Connected, NSSC Schoolaz Voice. So I am here with some of the representatives of the council and I would just like to ask, what do you think the Jamaican youth can do to stay connected to our culture? Especially even at the secondary level, what do you think we can do?
Staying connected to our culture, it can be done through the JCDC programs, through the Ministry of Youth and Culture with other like the Grand Gala. We need to sustain stuff like that and be involved because without involvement we will know nothing.
Well, there are many ways we can stay connected. For example, we must involve our youth in regards to participation in actually planning the activities. Because if you want to be connected to our youth, then you must involve them in deciding how best to connect with us. And the minister, I must applaud her, and also the National Secondary Students Council, which I represent, because we have shown that as students and as youth, we can help in planning for youth and also in contributing to society on a whole. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Well, I think I can do with my education. I pursue more in education to make a bigger purpose in Jamaica and make it more global.
Well, it is important to stay connected to our Jamaican culture by knowing our history. Without knowing where you're coming from, you won't know where you're going. And so it is important that when we have our Heroes Day, when we have our national heroes, when we have our heritage, we pay attention and we understand where we're coming from. The words of a Marcus Garvey, the words of a Nanny, the words of a Norman Washington Manley, they mean a lot. Just in terms of our national dish, to be proud of who we are and different aspects of our culture, which we may take for granted that so many people across the world love us and revere us for. So I think it is important to know our history, because when we know it and we live it and we practice it, then we can be brand ambassadors for brand Jamaica.
Thank you very much, Miss Kitty. We are here with Emprezz, the host of Talk Up Youth. And we just have a few questions about your plans or what you would like to say to the youth, especially since this is Youth Month. So do you have anything that you'd like to say specifically? I know that I'm a representative of the council. So to secondary students, do you have anything that you'd like to say to them?
I think what I'd like to say to the youth is that life is not going to wait for you. You have to run. You have to run. You got to run fast. And you got to take and soak up every opportunity that you can get in secondary education. Some of you might not make it to university, and that's okay. But find a skill, back the industries that are missing, such as agriculture. We got to think about Jamaica on a whole. We don't want you to fly out. We want you to stay. And if we don't help the well-being of those below the poverty line, we who may be okay in finance are going to be robbed and attacked by those who are hungry. Marcus Garvey said that poverty is a hellish thing, and I depend on you, the youth. I beg you to get us out of poverty, to rise and let people in Jamaica, especially at the bottom of the chain, the socioeconomic chain, especially the black people, to start to love ourselves. Let's build back where we come from. Kings and queens, let's build our race, build our country, and let's build wealth, because the people without economic and political power have no voice. And I need you to stop hiding things under the rug. Hold your leaders responsible. Ask questions and have confidence that you are the greatest human being that ever walked. I cry for you, young people, because life is not easy. But I know that together with collective security, you can, I can, talk of youth. You're gorgeous, by the way.
Thank you. One last question. As it pertains to your show, Talk of Youth, will there be any special segments that relates to, like specifically designed for Youth Month?
No, every day for 5 years, Talk of Youth celebrates youth. We highlight youth. We ask for solutions to every problem. Gender stereotypes, social media, positive or negative space for youth. We talk about education. We talk about albinism. We talk about the blind. We give every single young person a chance to come up with a solution. We use Talk of Youth as talk therapy, a space to heal. Every day we're on social media. We may not be dancing and we may not be jumping and singing, but God knows that we are committed every day of our life to make sure that the youth have a better Jamaica.
Thank you very much, Emprezz. And we need more persons like you who are dedicated to the well-being of the youth. And again, thank you and all the best with your show. And I continue to tune in.
This is a season for a brand new change. Just let your voice be heard, things can't stay the same. NSSC Region 1 team, we have a vision, we have a dream. Promote advocacy among the youth. Students talk up and get all the truth. We are the future, we are the leader. Often make a mark in Jamaica. Yeah. Positivity we are preach. To the youth STEM, we are reach. Region 1 is a lesson we are teach.